This is actually one of the most requested videos in one of the most popular series in this YouTube channel, and I keep getting so many DMs, so many messages from you wanting to learn more about that particular topic or this particular experience. So this is why I'm doing this video, to finally tackle that topic and hopefully share some good insights with you all. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I am once again talking about Akhawayn University, which is the university where I did my undergrad. This would be the fourth video in a series that already had 3 videos, which I will try to link up here if you're interested. So before I tackle topics of the admission process, the interview, the scholarship, and in today's video I want to do something a little bit different. I want to speak about my very own experience studying there for 4 years doing my bachelor. Now if you would notice that this video is in English while the other videos are in Arabic, and I thought I would do that just to keep being consistent on my channel. The previous videos about Akhawayn University were in Arabic because my channel back then used to be in Moroccan Arabic, but since I switched to English I thought it would make sense to keep some certain consistency with the videos. And I thought that anyway, if you are interested in pursuing your higher education there, you would have a certain level of English, at least in understanding, because the studies there are fully in English. However, if there is an older audience, maybe parents, that would be interested in seeing this video as well in Arabic, you can just let me know in the comment down below and I would definitely do one in Arabic, because why not? So without any further ado, let's jump into the actual topic, where I will share with you things I have truly loved and benefited from while being there. First of all, for the audience that might be wondering what this university is or what am I talking about exactly, so Akhawayn University is a liberal art American system-based university in Morocco. The campus is located in the beautiful mountains of the Atlas region in a small city called Ifrane, few hours away from 2 big Moroccan cities, Fez and Meknes. The city is so amazing. I will try to insert picture here, as well as the whole life there. It's a very peaceful place and we get a lot of snow. And basically I spent there 4 years studying my Bachelor of Science in Engineering and Management, and that was between 2013 and 2017 when I finally graduated in July of that year. And in today I want to share with you the things that I loved the most while studying there and while being there, and why I think that you might also enjoy that if you end up choosing that university as the option for your higher education. Number 1, and this is something that I would want to speak about forever, and that is the campus itself. I feel that this is a dimension that really does set this university apart. We all, meaning all the students, we live in this very big campus, just like an American style university campus, so the living and residential buildings are in there, as well as in the academic buildings where we actually go to class. We also have access to some pretty amazing facilities. So of course there are the basic restaurants where we eat and drink, and so just keep in mind that I'm speaking from my experience, which was from 2013 to 2017, then I left. So I don't know if much changed, but I'm speaking about me and how I've lived that time. So yeah, we had a supermarket there, restaurants. At that time we had 4 options for food, plus a cafeteria, plus a supermarket where you can buy like the things you might need. And we had a library, of course. There were a lot of green space inside the campus. There was like a swimming pool, a gym, a soccer field, and there's a mosque, and there was pretty much anything you could need to live in there. And I feel that with that idea we build a sense of community that is quite unmatchable. So for example, in my case right now in Germany, where you live is not necessarily where the campus is, and the academic buildings usually are spread out throughout the city, so there is no such concept as the campus. I've always felt that the sense of community, the sense of belonging, the sense of tight group living in that space, sharing that space, had made such a difference in my studying that, or at that time. The campus itself is absolutely stunning. I love that place. It will be my home for as long as I will probably remember going to university or higher studies. It was amazing. Truly amazing. Second is the city itself. I mean, we were so fortunate to live in Ifrane, because that city is small, yes, but we call it the little Switzerland of Morocco, and it definitely deserves its name. After living in Europe for a while, I can tell that that city would perfectly fit in an alpine scenery or in an alpine landscape, or also in an alpine environment in general. The way the architecture is very special. The people of the city are absolutely adorable. They are, all the small business owners were so welcoming, so I need to find the perfect word, so accommodating for us, for the students. I remember we had like taxis, we had the numbers, we would always call them. We had like these nice places we would go in the city to eat, like a sushi place, and then some place in the area that's called the marché, where you can just like have, you know, your typical barbecued Moroccan stuff. And then there were a couple of restaurants in the city center as well as cafes. For me, it was such a dream to live in there. Plus the nature, the green area, the hiking trail around it, the whole Atlas region around it was absolutely stunning. So you could take day trips and explore the region, and nature for me is so important. And also safety. By Moroccan standards, Ifrane was super safe, in the sense where we could be, you know, walking back to campus at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and we knew that we were 100% safe, because it's such a safe area and everyone knows everyone, and the people are absolutely amazing human beings, and that town was a dream. And I still say that if I ever go back and live in Morocco, that would probably be the option I would opt for. Third is the super international environment we were in. Now, of course, when you study fully in English, you already gain an opening to a different perspective of studying, to a different way of studying. Our school books or our academic books were international prints, so we would study based on international systems of teaching. So for example, in my engineering classes of calculus or algebra or statics or dynamics or thermodynamics, all of those books were actually produced internationally and approved internationally. And I feel that that's one thing that was really helpful, is that studying in English and seeing what's done currently in academic research or academic teaching internationally. Plus the faculty, a lot of the faculty that got to teach us were internationals themselves, so expats who decide to move to Morocco and teach in Morocco. And I will just let you imagine the learnings you get from this kind of people, that include if anyone from AUI is watching this video, they would definitely know who I'm speaking about. There is one math professor who used to join us at the library at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. to study with us before exams. We had this amazing literature professor as well. There were just amazing professors that would just come into AUI, stay for a semester, a year, and leave, or stay there for a longer time, but we learned so much from them. And of course, because of our exchange programs and partnerships with different universities in the US mostly, but also in different areas in the world, we were very much exposed to international students from all over the world that we get to meet, eat with, introduce to the culture, and just, for when you are an 18 years old that just graduated high school, coming from your little town or your big city, just knowing the people from your own high school, mostly people like you, probably also from the same socioeconomic background as you are, from the same cultural background as you are, obviously, when you start being introduced to that type of environment, it can be a game changer, and it can actually set the tone for the rest of your life. And I'm not being dramatic. And of course, the study abroad experience, all of us there are fully encouraged to go there and go out, study for a semester abroad. I did go to the US and I absolutely loved that experience, and I think when I came back, this is I know this is so shallow, but you really come back different. I mean, it makes sense. What would you expect? Obviously, that if you've only left your country for traveling like for a week or two, but then you go and live somewhere else for the first time, very far away from your family, in a completely different cultural environment, you would obviously be different. And I'm so thankful for that experience, because I feel that a huge part of who I am today is thanks to that. I don't know if I'm at 4 or I'm 5th, but 4th, let's just say 4th, it's the people I met there. First of all, it was so interesting for me to first come from Rabat to Ifrane and then discover the people that were my age, but they were coming from different cities across the country. So there were people with me that were from Marrakesh, some were from Asfi, others from Agadir, others from super small little villages also in the Atlas region, some from Midelt or Ben Sliman, and you, or at least me, and I think everyone, would be so thrilled by the experience, but that experience in itself, in the fact that you're meeting fellow Moroccan students, both of you ending up in that same university, but coming from different backgrounds, from different areas in Morocco, and you just, you know, bond in really interesting ways. And the people you meet in your classes, at least the people I met in my engineering classes, I keep a great memory of. I still have really good relationship with most of them. I felt so lucky and privileged and blessed to have shared like the knowledge with them, to have shared the classes with them. Some of them are extremely smart human beings, and I'm both saying that in the sense of life smart, but also academically smart, but also just smart. Some of them were really good, very quick at understanding, at grasping, and you know, they were so helpful. We created this very tight groups and where you would help each other, and I barely ever seen or experienced, at least myself with my engineering batch, to whom I anyway send a huge hello. I remember you all. And we were really tight in the sense where if there's an exam, we would all like take the classes together, and we probably all have the same exam, so we will just sit at the library for hours on end and just like studying, and then there would be someone that completely understands everything and would just come there and help us, you know, understand everything, explain things to us super fast. I loved that there was very minimal competition, even in like engineering or whatever, and I think that was such a highlight for me. And some of these people are currently some of my best friends. They have went on to be one of my favorite human beings on this planet. They know who they are. Some of them, you know, I kind of fell out with, but that's fine because that's life. However, I'm so thankful for the time I got to spend with them. I wish them the best in life, and at the end of the day, I keep these really good memories of that time, and I think that's so valuable. 5th or 6th is the whole Anglo-Saxon style of teaching, the whole liberal arts system. I was an engineer. Oh my god, I felt like I said that I'm an engineering degree for so like many times in this video, and I promise guys, I'm not here saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm an engineer." Absolutely not. Whatever, just like I'm that was not like the best decision of my life anyways, but I mean, like studied engineering in particular, now I'm happy about it, but okay, that's a different story. But no, I'm just saying this to tell you because I always need that context. But yeah, so even though I had like an engineering academic path, we, as part of the liberal arts system, had to take some classes from different areas. So we had to choose, for example, between philosophy, comparative politics, comparative religion, literature, history. Like, I took amazing classes like word literature. I took Islamic art and culture, or the history of the Arab world. I took comparative religion. I even took an acting class when I was in America as part of my free electives. I really had super interesting classes like critical thinking, creative writing, all of this together with my engineering class, that I feel that it kept me sane during those crazy times when I was really questioning why the heck am I in engineering exactly. That was good times. Those were really good times. That whole structure, and also that we had like a flow chart of classes, so what we need to graduate, and we were relatively flexible in choosing what classes to take when, and so there was no single path for everyone, so each person had a different flow in their classes. Of course, we had to keep in mind that some classes would unlock others, but still, so you were very flexible in actually determining where you want to go, when, at what time, which classes you would like to take when you were studying abroad, which classes you would take in a summer semester, this is the German style, summer and winter, in a fall and spring semester, and that was absolutely amazing. Like, honestly, it was great. It allowed for a lot of flexibility, though I have to say that the process of like register for the classes was super stressful. I remember we had to wake up super early and like be in front of the laptop just ready to click on the classes, because there were some super popular classes that everyone wanted, and oh my god, if you were in a waiting list you had to go and wait for for you to get a spot or go talk to professors. It was fun times. Another point was the faculty and the staff there. I know that sometimes we fall short in thanking people that are helpful or that work in these areas like admissions, enrollment, all like the international office. Of course, we had a lot of issues with them sometimes. Things didn't work out the way we want, but when you look back at it, honestly, we were a little bit like spoiled kids that wanted everything to be perfect. Like, I want this class right now and you should enroll me in this class, and you know, of course you keep thinking from your own perspective, and this would sometimes result in this sort of hostility between you and people that were working there and the staff, and taking it personally. However, I have to say that these people were always super helpful whenever I needed them, so I'm sending a huge thank you to all the people at the enrollment office, at the admission office, whom I actually got to work with, all the people at the library, even though they didn't have the best libraries at the time. All the people at the financial office. Honestly, I always found help when I needed it, and I think it's also important to thank the people instead of always complaining about the people working there. The same goes for the staff that was working there in the other areas, like at the restaurants, at the cafeteria, people mowing the lawns, people cleaning, the security people that were making sure that we were safe 24/7 and really like living in a super secluded bubble, safe from everything out. I want to say a huge thank you, and I'm so thankful for that, and this is one of the things I loved, because all of these people together with the students were the community, and the community wouldn't be what it has been for me if not for all these people together. And that's something I just want to just share quickly. That sense of faculty and staff is the relationship between students and faculty. Faculty and professors had office hours where you could go and have meetings one-to-one with them if you need to understand something, if you need to, like, if you just want to talk to them on a personal level, you could reach out to them, you could go to them, and that I only knew its value after I came here to study, where there's no such thing as professor-student relationship whatsoever. There was this very personal relationship with the professor that you would actually recognize them walking in campus. You would say hi, and I think this is so amazing, and I'm very thankful for that. One more thing I also liked about that was that, you know, we had tutoring services, mentoring services, and that's part of a center that they're called the Center of Learning Excellence, where if you are coming in as a student or you're a new student, you get assigned mentors, and I actually got to do this mentoring thing, and I was mentoring some students for a whole year. If any of my mentees is watching me, I'm saying a huge hi, and I hope you are kicking life and doing amazing and doing great. And you also get tutoring services, so you can get there and get help with classes that you needed. I remember I used that tutoring so much for computer science, because I'm really not that bright of a cookie when it comes to coding. Overall, I'm so thankful for the whole thing. I would do it over and over and over again. I would definitely do it again in a heartbeat. No thought about it, no question about it. It was amazing, and I wish you the best of luck if you're applying. I wish your experience would be as great as mine was, and that a few years from now you could speak about it with a huge smile on your face like this. Such good luck to you all. And if you would like me to make more videos about the topic, of course, or if you want me to make this in Arabic, please let me know in the comments so that I know what you would be interested in. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and please, you know, follow what you really want, stick to that vision, work for it, and just keep going because it's worth it. With that being said, have a good day ahead, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!